Hail Internet, I am Lord VikingBeard. Welcome to Forza 6 Apex, or more specifically the beta for Windows 10. I wanted to talk today about whether this free-to-play nugget of racing goodness is worth your time. We'll start with the elephant in the room, with every free-to-play game ever. Can I play all the content without paying? It seems that, at least of right now, yes, you can, and the amount of content on offer is nothing to sniff at. There are 6 track locations, including Brands Hatch, Rio de Janeiro, and the famous/infamous Top Gear test track. While not a huge amount of locations, they do have a pretty large variety of different routes and different racing conditions, including rain, sun, or pitch black night. That adds a pretty meaty selection of different circuits. The number of cars is also a nice surprise, consisting of over 60 vehicles, encompassing a vast range of driving styles. You begin with only a handful to choose from, but as you beat various races and challenges on offer, you will quickly build up a nice collection of cars. One of the great and kind of surprising aspects is a large and varied choice of paint jobs you can apply to the cars. While it pales in comparison to the frankly mind-bending customization available with the vinyls in other games of the series, it's still a nice touch to have a wide variety of styles to choose from for every car. Combined with the frankly insane attention to detail and the Forza Vista mode, designed exclusively to look at the cars and listen to narration about each individual model, the car porn crowd are definitely catered to. So there's a decent amount of content for your zero schmeckles. None of that matters if the game is just bad. It's not. In fact, it's pretty damn fun, and will be even if you're an absolute beginner or a seasoned simulation master. The various difficulty settings and assists can have you set up with a perfect emulation of driving a manual car without ABS or traction control, to a car that almost drives itself. However, as you lower the difficulty, you will find it much harder to unlock a good chunk of the cars, as you will need to be earning pretty much all of the medals in each of the challenges to unlock everything. Thankfully, you won't be having to fight the controls to beat them, as they are pretty much faultless, and combined with the Xbox One's impulse triggers, give you the sensation of actual friction as you brake or accelerate. It's the first PC game I've played that uses this feature, and while it feels bloody weird at first, once you get over the initial surprise, it can really help both immerse and give you the feedback on your driving. Now, when it comes to racing games these days, one feature you do expect is multiplayer. And this is where Apex could disappoint. There's no traditional online multiplayer, although considering the price of admission, it's not that surprising. There is, however, something that does kind of replace it: the driver task system that simulates your playstyle, provides you with other players' data to race against. In fact, I believe all races are furnished with these pseudo players, often those from your own friends list. While it's not the same in any sense, it does provide with a greater variety of opponents, many of them making extremely stupid mistakes, like me. It's great. Many of the features of Forza 6 Apex are taken directly from the more complete titles in the series, but much of the game is clearly stripped back due to its nature as a free-to-play title. But the fact of the matter is, there are still hours of content available here, and if you are happy to make your own races and goals, I can see someone playing this for tens or even hundreds of hours without paying a penny. On that note, the game does contain microtransactions, but as far as I can tell, it's purely to get early unlocks, that with patience and skill, everything can be unlocked anyway. There are a lot of games doing similar things like this, large or not so large slices of complete games that are marketed as decent experiences on their own. But some expect you to pay quite a lot for what is less than 10% of the comparative full release. I'm looking at you, Ground Zeroes. Or some are so stingy that all they give you for free is one lousy character, Killer Instinct, giving you high barriers to entry if you really want to get a feel for the game. This is not the case with Apex. There is so much to do, and all of it free, and given the beta moniker, there will likely be more. Of course, there could also be changes that will make the game just suck. But right now, without spending a penny, you can play one of the best racing games on PC. Odin approved. I've been hankering for a Forza game to come to the PC for the longest time. And while this is not a complete package by any means, the AAA production values combined with an unbeatable price make it impossible not to recommend. Grab it for free now on the Windows Store. Farewell, and thanks for watching. I could have gone straight in. In fact, I could probably... Actually, no, I couldn't skip the first boss because you need one of the skills. But I could fight him. Oh, shit. Maybe not. Run! Oh, God! Never mind. I'll...